You are extremely respected and revered by total strangers. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are extremely respected and revered by total strangers. Somebody drop in the comments and say they respect me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say they respect me. Now, I know we oftentimes want those who grew up with us, raised us, right? Such as Mon Dukes, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, best friends, your closest homeboy. I'm talking about y'all were real rats. I understand. You wanted them to support your dream. You wanted them to support your creativity, okay? Because us chosen ones, we're very innovative, right? We're very creative. We build things, and we have talent. However, it's not going to be those who are closest to us to support us. It's going to be a complete stranger who bless you. It's going to be a complete stranger who adore you, who truly appreciate your artistry, who really appreciate your innovations. Are you understanding what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But sticking to the point, family, those who don't know you, I'm talking about they never met you a day in their lives. You ain't go to school with them. You ain't eat dinner with them. You ain't get no invitation. They ain't get an invitation. They just seen you and they was like, man, that dope, that guy dope. That chick right there, man, she dope. She beautiful. That guy right there, man, he really got talent. He really got a gift. You understand what I'm saying? They see you for who you are. Somebody drop in the comments and say they see me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say they see me. All right? Now, family, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video. But as y'all can see, we are outside connected with nature. Literally, y'all, people are walking around, birds are chirping, people camping out, right? And it's just a great day, y'all. The waterfall is out. And I'm sending nothing but love, peace, prosperity, and happiness to the family. And listen, y'all, if you had a terrible day today, understand that things can be a lot worse. So hopefully, y'all, this is a pick-me-up video for you. And this is a video that's going to push you forward, all right? So understand, y'all, it can be a lot worse. Appreciate the blessings. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Appreciate the blessings, okay? But let's get directly into it, y'all. Leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Number one, the reason why a stranger extremely respects and revere you is because they have no reason to lie to you, all right? They have no reason to lie to you. Now, I know you probably heard this saying before. Why would I lie? I don't got no reason to lie to you. That don't benefit me, right? They just going in on a rant of why would they lie. But the reality is, y'all, they will lie. And they do have a reason to lie because you're truly gifted. You're truly talented. And you're truly powerful. See, people will lie to you because they don't want you to see what's on the inside of you for that girl or that woman. Maybe you're beautiful, pretty. You're always turning heads. You have a gift within your looks. You have a gift within how God created you. Just your natural beauty alone. What do other women do? Girl, you know you could have put more makeup on. Girl, you know you could have wore this shirt instead of that shirt. Why are you doing this? They always point out your flaws instead of pointing out what makes you great, more beautiful, right? For my man over there. Bro, you very talented, very gifted. But since you are very talented and gifted, they won't tell you that because they don't want you to really figure out how powerful and dangerous you are with that gift that you have. Maybe you got the gift of speaking, the gift of gab. Maybe you have the gift of painting, right? The gift of crafting, the gift of arts. You have a specific gift that they are afraid that will come out and overshadow them. So they have a reason to lie. They got a reason to lie. Can you imagine a person being the Hulk, but in order for him or her to not turn into the Hulk, you gotta lie to that person and tell them that they're not the Hulk? Can you imagine that? All that dormant ability, all that stagnant potential, right? They do have a reason to lie. When I was doing my music very heavy, y'all, one thing that I would do is get, feedback. I would get critique from other people, mainly family, right? And I would notice that every time I listen to them, it will always be something they want me to work on, and it's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. Let me get that clear, okay? But it is something wrong with a person lying, right? Like, if this song sounds good, why would you lie and say that it doesn't? If my voice sounds good on this beat, why would you lie and say it doesn't, right? If I look good in this sweater, why would you say it doesn't? So that's a lie, right? However, y'all, people lie to you, once again, because they want to keep you locked in a door that you both are stuck in. Because here's the thing, think about it. If they were going to open the door, wouldn't they just open the door for themselves and leave you in it? And then whenever you ask for help, that's when they'll dangle the keys and act as if they was a captain, save them, act as if they had great intentions on when they was opening you out of that locked door. People don't want you to make it out of a place that they're still stuck in. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But then, when you go back to 2016, right? I'm 18 years old. I wrote, I believe, one of my most creative songs because I was rapping on there in Spanish. I'm singing. I created a dance. I mean, it was real groovy, right? But check this out. Once I began to just stick to my own guns and stick to my own mind, right? I used my own innovation skills and I used what God gave me. Once I began to do that, you know what happened? I created something called Through With Emotion. If you go on YouTube, y'all, and look up Reno Through With Emotion, you will see it. One of my most creative songs. I'm not going to say my best songs, but one of my most creative songs, in my opinion. But I didn't ask nobody. I didn't get no feedback. I wasn't looking for a jury or looking for some type of committee. I just did it. And this is what happens, y'all, when you're talking about leaning on friends, leaning on family members, leaning on people who know you. You can't expect for them to tell you the truth, right? Because they lie to themselves anyway. And of course, y'all, they will lie to you. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Next thing, number 2, your talent has a voice. Your talent has a voice. See, when some people see you, they see that you're fat. They see that you were poor. They see your color, whether that's black, white, purple, brown, blue. They see that you didn't come from a, wealthy family, when those who know you see you, right? But when a stranger sees you, all they hear is the talent that you have, right? Your talent has a voice. Anybody seen the movie called Let It Shine, right? It got the guy from Everybody Hates Chris. I think his name was Tyler Williams. I could be butchering his name. It may not even be his name, but y'all know Everybody Hates Chris. I know y'all know that. But that guy played a movie called Let It Shine. And the movie was based upon him having a gift of rapping and writing and creating songs. But he was afraid to let his gift shine. Somebody drop in the comments and say, let it shine. He was afraid to let his gift shine because he felt as if he didn't have the look. People around him reminded him that he didn't have the look. So he just felt that I was only good enough to allow my gift to be hidden or heard secretively, right? And so he allowed his friend, his best friend, to win the competition. His friend used his song, right? His friend used his song. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all, his friend didn't use his song, but the song was so good that the girl pieced his image with the song. I think that's what happened, right? But the point is, he felt as if he wasn't good enough. But here's where talent speaks over your looks. His talent was good enough to win the competition for his friend, allow his friend to get the girl, and he won some type of deal to where he was recording in the studio and he did the music video as well. His talent is what spoke. She didn't see an image. She didn't hear a voice or see that a person didn't have this or didn't have that. She heard the talent of his voice, right? She heard the talent because his talent had a voice. Somebody drop in the comments and say, my talent has a voice, right? In other words, if I am the one who's talented and you place a random person right there and they're singing my song, holding up the picture that I painted, they're utilizing my craft, my craftsmanship, whatever the case is, y'all, they will get chosen because of my talent, not because of their face. Once again, y'all, people go up to a tree, not for the tree, but for the fruit that it bears. Somebody drop in the comments and say they want my fruit, all right? So the reason why strangers, respect you and revere you is because your talent has a voice. They hear the talent. They don't see what you look like, right? They can be looking dead at you, but they're not looking at you because you got, a stain on your t-shirt or you can't afford the best shoes, right? You live in a terrible apartment or you live in a place that's not so appealing. They don't see you for that. Your talent has a voice. That's what they hear, okay? Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Next thing, number 3, reduced bias. Reduced bias. See, family and friends and those who know you your entire life can literally have a bias, right? They are biased towards you because they have known you your entire life. But see, a stranger don't have no bias. That goes back to number 1. I have no reason to lie to you. I have no reason to close the door on you. I have no reason to dislike you. So whatever it is that you have, I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm not biased. Y'all, that's equivalent to a person being in a relationship, right? And they are allowing their parents to be the counselors. Well, I hate for who parents it is because most times that person's child, right, or the parent's child, they're going to be biased towards them, which means my baby ain't do nothing wrong. Which means, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? But they're not questioning their child. That's a bias, right? Somebody may love the Falcons, specifically a person from Atlanta, right? They may be biased towards the Falcons, although the Eagles just won the championship. Bias. A person may say, hey, man, I don't care what LeBron's stats are, Jordan gonna always be the best. Biased. See, people who've known you your entire life, they are biased to your failures. They are biased to what you didn't do. They are biased because where you came from. But a person who is a stranger, they're not biased. All they see is a regular human being. That's why, y'all, I feel for all artists, if you are an artist, when you play your music, don't tell them that is you. That's when they put the bias ears on. They start overly critiquing it, constructive criticism out the butt. I mean, they just start going in on your music. But when you play it and be like, yeah, man, it's my homeboy, or yeah, man, this new artist that came out, they respect it for what it should be. Y'all following what I'm saying? You are extremely respected and revered by total strangers. Number 4, y'all. No emotional entanglements, okay? No emotional entanglements. See, family, when a person has an emotional entanglement with you, it is hard to see the best in you, right? So, for instance, let's just say a woman was married to this man and say the man cheated on her, right? I know black men don't cheat, but I'm making my point. The man cheated on her. Well, if they have a child, he can be the best father in the world. But sometimes women tend to equate who he was as a husband as to who he is as a father. And you can't do that. It's 2 different things, 2 different situations, 2 different people, right? That's an emotional entanglement. He can be doing everything. He done took the baby to Disney World. He pay his child support. He invests into the baby. He's there. He got time, energy, all that. But just because you cheated on me, I have this emotional entanglement with you, so I can't see the great things that you do. Make sense of what I'm saying? Maybe he didn't cheat, right? Maybe the woman just got tired and she left him because he wasn't stepping up to the plate, or maybe he couldn't be who she wanted him to be. still there's some type of emotional entanglement. And that's the same thing with a man, okay? Oh man, she left me. Oh man, she ain't nothing. She always put her friends first, whatever the case is. That may be true. Probably was a terrible wife. I get it. But it doesn't mean that she's a terrible mother. That is what I mean by emotional entanglement. Sometimes a person cannot see how great you are as an individual or for whatever the situation is because of that emotional entanglement. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. So this means if you beat somebody up in the 5th grade, they don't care about you becoming a celebrity. It is what it is. If you always had the ugly Jordans, they don't care about you building a multi-million-dollar business. They have that emotional entanglement. If you always came to school lacking, okay, they don't care about you doing something great now. You're just that person in the back of the class who always was lacking. You didn't have the good book bag. You didn't have the nice shoes. You didn't have the nice clothes. That's how cruel people are, all right? Next thing, y'all, which is the last one, number 5, is going to be this right here, y'all. They are not afraid of you outgrowing them, okay? They are not afraid of you outgrowing them. Family, it is okay for people to outgrow one another. It's life. It's not a competition, right? One thing I love that Nipsey Hussle left us with was, it's not a race, it's a marathon. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. It's a marathon. That's what I love, y'all. And so people who know you, they are scared out of their pants that you're going to leave the hometown, right? That you're going to leave the situation, leave the relationship, leave the marriage, leave the job. Oh, man. Don't get me started, y'all. Back in 2020, right? 2020, 2021, I started working at Marshall's, and I told y'all I had no choice but to pay my bills, so I did what I had to do, right? And I learned to like the job. I learned to love the environment. I can't remember, y'all. It was some philosopher who said, if you don't love what you do, then bring love to what you do. And that's what I began to do, right? But as you were working in this warehouse, this corporate place, or whatever the case is, you begin to develop associates. I'm not going to say friends, but associates. And I would sometimes share my ideas, right? I would sell my books there. And you can kind of tell that people see the difference in you, and at first they admire it, but then they begin to envy it. First they admire you, then they envy it. They see the potential of you outgrowing them. They see the potential of you leaving them, right? Then I finally came out with it. Hey, man, I'm finna leave the job, man. Oh, for real? Oh, that's what's up. Hope it work out for you. The whole time, you don't hope it work out for me. You hope I stay here with you. You don't want me to outgrow you. And I get it, I understand it. But I gotta go. I gotta grow. But with a stranger, you tell them you're about to get a new job, they gonna congratulate you. They gonna respect you for it. You tell a person who don't know you that you are about to open up this business, they gonna praise you for it. You know why? They don't know you and they don't care about you outgrowing them. Point blank, period. All right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, don't be scared of my growth, okay? Because we're not scared of theirs, y'all. And that's a sign of insecurity. But with that being said, family, once again, to conclude this video, you are extremely respected and revered by total strangers, all right? Listen, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all get one of these Yes Sir t-shirts, get the Yes Sir hoodie, enroll into my social influence course, book a one-on-one session with your boy, and y'all get ready for RMA, Rich Mentality Academy. Stay tuned. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.